Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 19 of Europa Universalis 4 as the Ottomans. We are slowly recovering manpower. The money situation still isn't fantastic, but we're gearing up to go and have a fight with the Mamluks and see what we can gain from that. Do we want the piety? I can never remember which way round it works with our religion. So the piety gives us missionary strength, morale of armies and fort defense, but lack of piety gives us reduced tech cost and better manpower. Well, we're about to go to war, so I think we want to gain the piety right now. So let's go ahead and bring all of my armies down. I was going to reduce the maintenance, but I want to wait now. So we've got another army over here. We do still have a fair few mercenaries in these armies. What's our war exhaustion like? It probably hasn't gone away completely from the last time around either. It's going to be under this one. Our war exhaustion actually has gone all the way down. So Crimea can lose some war exhaustion and their opinion of us change. Or we'll just gain the prestige. If I want their opinion of me to change, which is pretty good anyway, can royal marry them? We should do. They are my march after all. And obviously we want to get all these units in position. Ideally, you are missing a cannon. You are missing a cannon. Do we have a spare cannon knocking around somewhere? Yes, we do. So you should join one of these guys. And ideally, I'd like to have another 30 ducats so that I could get my final cannon here. Let me have a quick look at... there was something I wanted to see. Can't remember because I've just literally had another brain fart. But we are definitely making some money. You are another transport. Transports should just all come home now. So we do have 20 transports, 25 lights. We are going to get some heavies. Now I remember what I was going to check. I was going to check how many loans we had. 7. We've actually managed to pay off one loan. So despite the fact that we are constantly building units and we have a load of mercenaries, our debt is still going down. So that's a good thing. But I do really want that one extra cannon over here. Now then, how many men do the Mamluks have? We're still good for attacking them, I think. So let's have a quick look in the ledger. We want military, we want armies, and we're looking for the Mamluks. Mamluks have 38,000 men, which is, you know, only just over half of what I've got, because I've got 60,000. There's a couple of loans being renewed. We'll recall the diplomat from Lithuania, so let's go and send him to improve relations with Crimea. We can actually make states. This is something that I hadn't thought about doing. Some of them are probably not really worth anything. Yeah, you're not really worth anything. You're not really worth anything. Is that the only one that I can do? Yeah, it's the only one. So until we get some more land down there, that is pretty pointless. We're still not up to 30 ducats yet. Gained a trade protection CB against Poland. So let's get you up to 4. And 4 cannons. And then once we've done that, we need to make sure we've got generals in charge of all of these. We are still short a general. Lose 50 military power or gain 1 corruption. Don't really want to do either. I'll take the corruption because I really want to... Why do we have so much corruption, actually? Oh, it's only 1.32. It's just rounding up. So, yeah, we will roll for another general. Hopefully we'll get a decent one this time around. So, let's roll. At least he's got some siege, I suppose. Even if he is mainly fire. So what we're just going to do here is literally just wait until we get this cannon, and as soon as that's done, then we'll declare war and move in on the Mamluks, because you know this is how I roll. It's constant wars, and we've got a little choke point down here as well. Now they do have some ships. Got a couple of galleys in there. So hopefully they will leave my trade fleet alone, but there's no guarantee of that happening. So we might just have to see how things go. Can we get another military leader? Could we hire an admiral? We can have 4 military leaders, so if that's the case, we can go ahead and hire an admiral, and I think we will. You've got a lot of manoeuvre, so you'll be pretty quick, which is actually good, because that improves trade. So there we go. Let's go. Oh, before we declare the war, let's go ahead and fabricate our claims. So we've already got Adana. We want Antioch. We also want Aleppo. And then we don't have enough to make the next claim, but we can leave the guy there. So I think we have to wait 1 day. Yes, we do. We'd already got the CB anyway, so it didn't really matter. Declare our war. So if we declare this war, we could bring in Tunis, although we don't really want to. We don't really want to bring anybody else in. We want to claim Adana, because it's reconquest. Declaring a war on a fellow Sunni is a crime against Allah, and it will decrease our piety by 16. 100% aggressive expansion, 100% prestige, and 100% cost. Whereas the reconquest would be 25% aggressive expansion, 75% cost. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and do this. Let's confirm. So the war has begun. We move 1 army in over here. We need to get 1 in on the fort right away. And I think we'll march another one down around the outside, and we'll try and sort of hold them off around Damascus if we can. This siege is going to be quite quick. In fact, it's going to be so quick, I'm just going to split you up and move half of you over there because you don't have a fort. What I should probably do is move half of you into here. Split you in half and just get as much of their stuff sieged out as quickly as we can siege it out. Now then, which is the guy that has the siege value? I probably should have checked that before. Let's move you over here. Who is our siege leader? It is you. So you should actually be the one sieging out Aleppo, but you can go and siege out Damascus, I suppose. So you guys can just group together. Manage to convert roads, that's nice. Let's go ahead and start working on Crete then. Still a lot of conversions that we need to do. So once we've taken out Antioch, which we have, we need to get you guys around here. So we're going to sort of sneak you around the back. We can't get you there though, I suppose, so let's go that way. So we are starting to gain control over some of these provinces. Let's wait until we get this one, so I want them all sort of together in one big stack if we can. So let's move you over there. Don't forget we also have the cannons now, so that's really going to help with things. Also, tech-wise, we are on military tech 8. Mamluks are on 7, so we do have a tech advantage there. So again, we can split this army up. Move half of you. Oh, we can't actually reach that province because of the fort in Damascus, which is a bit of a pain. So let's group you together. We'll group you together. You can move in here. This is the guy that's got the siege bonus. So we can move him in and grab Damascus quite quickly. So this province will fall really quickly. This province will fall really quickly. We need to get Damascus. Right, there's their army. Now, unfortunately, can't get at them there. They may try and move into me. Well, it's not their entire army, because they should have twice as many troops as that. But you can certainly move into Damascus. And if the fort in Damascus falls, then it'll be easy to jump on those. Now, they do still have ships around. And they are trying to blockade me over here. So, we've got to watch out for that. But I don't think they've dropped off any units. So, I don't know where the rest of their army is. They were in another war down here. I'm not sure if they still are. But they're probably still having to march all of their units up from the south, so it might take them some time. I'm just hoping these sieges go really quickly. Lose piety, but gain 3 base manpower in Constantinople, and a load of different places get improved opinions of us. Or we can gain 50 piety and a load of ducats and 1 base tax. Not bothered about Wallachia, not bothered about the other 3. We'll take the money and the base tax, thank you very much. We could build some buildings. We definitely should build some buildings, but as we do have a little bit of money, let's go ahead and try and pay off at least 1 loan. We'll reduce our loans down, then we'll worry about building buildings. Right, still no units up there. They can just blockade all they want if they're not actually doing anything. So we're just literally waiting for forts to fall. Minus 7% on Damascus, but it is going pretty quickly because of that siege leader, up to plus 14 now. Aleppo might even fall quite quickly as well. Actually got a disease outbreak there, which took the progress down slightly. So I'm just constantly looking over here just to make sure they don't send any more units up my way. What is our force limit? 62, so we're only 2 below the force limit. We can still get 5 more ships. Probably want to start thinking about getting some heavies, actually. Oh, that's just the Emperor enacting things. So let's say we wanted to go ahead and get ourselves some carracks. They are expensive. And everywhere we build them would take a long time. But let's go ahead and start building one at Constantinople. I think 5 heavies on the fleet would be really good for us. So these two forts are now currently neck and neck, despite the fact that Aleppo doesn't even have a wall breach. It did have a disease outbreak, but there's Aleppo fallen. So now we can actually march in there. And we can march in there with 3 armies, actually. I think we are going to catch you, so... I think we just... Oh no, they had 2 19 stacks there. They were coming to reinforce, and they decided it might be better to go in the opposite direction. Can't say I blame them. It was probably the best idea. So let's go ahead and split some of these armies up. We have renewed a couple of loans. That was, again, inevitable. So we're just going to keep taking provinces. We need to try and find where their other 19 stack has gone. As their other 19 stack is down there. Make sure we keep our eye on the general that's got the siege. It's you. So you're going to go down into Man. So you're done, but you can recover a little. Austria insulting us again. There we go. We've got a few more sieges done. So you're going to move into there. We'll move you down. Of course, all of this costs us money, of course, because we are having to pay to maintain the forts that we're taking, but that's fine. If there's ever any at the back, which we don't think they can reclaim, we could turn them off, but I think we'll be okay. So we want to keep our units fairly close together because we do want to be able to sort of move them all into one place if the Mamluks do try anything funky. I could actually... Oh, what I was trying to do is move in down here, but I'll wait until he tries to come back down. Yeah, he's going to get locked again, isn't he? So we'll wait until he's locked. There we go. And we'll move in there. This is Highlands. We do have roughly the same number of troops. But we are a tech ahead. We do have a better general, I think. I'm going to reinforce that because they're about to do the same. It looks like we are going to win, but I'd sooner make sure that we do. So one of their armies is already out. So let's move you back over to Jerusalem. Our royal marriage with Tunis has ended. They're actually offering me the next one, so we'll go ahead and accept that. Very good. I don't have to micromanage it. So we'll finish getting the rest of these provinces where we can. Just keep moving forward. Obviously, we have taken a few knocks. We want to take as many provinces as we can, as quickly as we can, and try and decimate their army. They've got a lot of land. I mean, they really do have a lot of land. And eventually, we'll want to try and take as much stuff all the way down the coast as we can. Coastal stuff is probably what I'm interested in taking. Also, let's have a look to see which ones we need that are in that that area. No, it wasn't that one. It's the areas map mode that I want. Regions? It's the region. So yeah, just Aleppo, Adana, and Antioch. So we need those 3 from them. So after we take those 3, then I think I'm just going to work my way down the coast. So we should be able to... Cannot fabricate claims against someone you're at war with. That's a pain, because I'd have fabricated a claim on there. But we'll try and take as much coastal stuff as possible. Let's take the admin tech. Now we are equal amongst all of our tech groups, which is good. We are losing money now, but we are paying to maintain a lot of forts, and we've also taken some manpower hits as well. So let's just sort of keep moving forwards. I think these 2 armies are good enough to deal with any potential attack they could put my way. They're still blockading, but they haven't got any troops up here. Well, that's just got some rebels. Not really my problem. Let's go ahead and just march into Cairo. Cairo is their capital, so they may well try and defend. If they try and sneak past me into Suez, I will jump on them with both stacks. Here's Adal's army coming up. We've managed to occupy another province. Right, Adal's army is going to try and sneak through. Lose the stability or lose a load of ducats. I think we'll lose the stability, so it's unfortunate. Right, you're heading an awfully long way away. You're white flagged. You were white flagged. You're no longer white flagged. Why? Well, but now you've just ended up getting yourself trapped anyway. You're staying there, are you? Can we reach there? No, we can't. So we'll go and siege out wherever we can. Cancel. Right, why can you not get over there? There are no enemy forts preventing your movement. I guess Cairo just can't count as being next to Dalmatia. Because we were over here at one point. But we can't get over there anymore. How ridiculous is that? Well, I guess we just sort of fortify here. We can jump into Cairo if we need to. It'll stop them getting through with any more of their units. We want to take as much war score as possible as we can, because then that will allow us to take more money from them. They don't have all that many forts. So once we've got Cairo, I think we only need to go and take Haleb down there, and that's probably about it. They might have another one up here somewhere. Nope, doesn't look like they do. Lose ducats. I guess we'll lose the ducats, because who needs money, right? Don't even have the admin power required to build my... What's manpower looking like? Yeah, not great. We definitely need to get some more manpower. It's one of the first things that we're going to need to do. In fact, talking of buildings, let's go ahead and get ourselves some barracks. Where could we get a good bang for our buck with manpower? Constantinople for certain. Because that's like an extra 1,000 manpower. Everywhere else is looking pretty slim. There's a 623 down there. And that's what we can afford to do right now. So we will do that. But yeah, these guys aren't really getting much done. So truce with Wallachia has ended. Of course, we don't want to be in a war longer than we have to. You don't have the siege value. So I'm going to move in there with this guy. As soon as you are the guy with the siege, yeah, as soon as you get there, gain the piety and lose the admin power, or lose the piety. I think we can afford to lose the piety. And I'm going to take the army that doesn't have the... I don't even know which one it is now. You've got the siege, so I want the other army. You're going to back out. So it's the army with siege now that's taken over. So that should speed up the siege there, hopefully. Still can't understand why it won't let you move into an adjacent province. But yeah, I guess it is the Cairo fort. I guess it's just a bit of a waiting game for now. Lose 5,000 manpower. Well, luckily we didn't have any manpower, so it doesn't actually do anything. You can't go into negative manpower. Poland sharing maps with Austria. We've got another conversion done. So let's move on to Cyprus. We still don't have any rebellions going on, which is fantastic. We can go ahead and get yearly army tradition. So let's have it. Also, what do we get for our... minus 33% core creation cost and another max promoted culture. And then we get 20% manpower recovery speed. So we certainly do want to work on our national idea groups. They're going to be very important for us. So what do we have here? We can give some loyalty to one estate or the other. So the Alima... Well, they're all at 50% right now, so it's not going to make an awful lot of difference. Let's get the Amira gaining the influence. Loses loyalty. Alima gains influence. So the Alima the Alima lose influence. The Alima gain influence. Amira loses. Amira gains. Yeah, so we'll do that one. So they gain more influence now. So now that we've done that... That should now mean that we're getting more manpower recovery speed and cheaper maintenance modifier. We could also, like, gain 100 military power at the cost of 20 loyalty. Or gain 7,000 manpower for 15 loyalty. Let's just take that. Let's take the 7,000 manpower. So that'll help out. We really need this siege. Cairo is such a strategically placed fort because it really does bottleneck anyone coming through Suez. Bobby Fender is now incorruptible. When ruling the Ottomans, it will give you minus 0.05 yearly corruption. We've lost an advisor, unfortunately, which is our admin guy. A yearly inflation reduction guy is actually just what we could do with right now. Let's go ahead and have a look. Githian, you haven't got your second trait yet. Hopefully you will. And that's our consort. She's careful. Will have the following effect on... If she becomes ruler, aggressive expansion impact, minus 10%. It's quite nice, actually. So we're at 28% of the way through this siege. I think if we do get it, I'll just go and jump on their army, actually. And indeed we do. So let's go and just jump in there. We'll continue to siege out where we can. He's going to try and escape, but he won't get out. Now there is another army coming in. No, he's thought about it and he's decided it's not a good idea. So we're going to take one of these armies and march off in this direction. Now, where are you exactly going to go? You're going to go and get yourself cornered. This is the guy that has 4 shock. This is definitely the best army to try and chase this army down. We'll use our other armies to siege things out. And let's just sort of cut across the country and we'll do it in swatches where we can. I know I could do this more quickly if I split the armies up, and I really should do, to be honest. Let's not play like a complete moron and actually go and try and save some manpower where we can. I'm just going to march you a few provinces forwards, and I think you'll chase the army down. And this stack is just going to come up and try and take these provinces behind as we go. Renewed another loan there. You can move into this province. You can move down here. You can move up to there. Yeah, he's going to run out of places to go very soon. So you can move down there. You can move into that one. So we're already at 84% war score. They're already on a very low war exhaustion. They're in Fazan, so they're kind of stuck. We've gained control of like 3 more provinces. Let's move you down there. You're going to move into that province. You're going to move down into that province. They're not going to have many places to retreat to very soon. They're going to have some problems. So you're going to move there. I like where this is going. So we're going to be taking some land. Of course, it'll give us a fair bit of aggressive expansion. But we should also... Right, I don't know where they actually just disappeared to, but they went off somewhere. They actually want to peace out now. As I said before, I want to try and take as much land from them as well. Not as much land, but I want as much war score as possible. Let's go down. We need to siege that out anyway. Are you the siege guy? Yes, you are. Fantastic. That worked out nicely. Let's go ahead and get you guys together down here. Especially as we know that the Ottomans have just marched... Sorry, the Mamluks. I'm the Ottomans. They've just marched their army down there. Where are you going? And can I catch you? You are moving into... well, you're going down there into no man's land, are you? It is desert. I could go down there and fight them. It is open desert, and this is my best best leader. Well, certainly in terms of shock value anyway. So it's slightly lesser numbers in the fight, but that shock should help us. I did notice a rebel spawn or a native spawn when I moved in, but we should be able to significantly beat up that army. And indeed we did. So let's get out of there. Looks like they're going to well, have nowhere to go really. We should get a stack wipe here if we're lucky. They're not going to get a siege tick. No, they might have just got a reinforcement tick there. Bobby Fender must die. Send assassins to kill Bobby Fender. If they fail, this will provoke a revolt regardless of his guilt. If the rumours are true... Right, so what is this? Word has reached us that the beloved and most favoured of sons, Bobby Fender, is plotting against his father and aims to overthrow the state. Our trusted and closest consort, the Hasiki Sultan, imposes to cut off this cancer from our body and have Bobby Fender murdered. There can be no doubt that the Sultan speaks the truth out of our own interest in this matter. Bobby Fender is no son of her, but his replacement is very likely to be. I won't listen to lies. Hatis falls from grace. If the rumours are true, this will give Bobby Fender time to assemble a bigger army. I think we will stick with Bobby Fender, actually, for now. 5 prestige, plus 5 claim strength of air. Given time to present his case, Bobby Fender has fully convinced the Padisa of his innocence and will remain the most favoured one of our heirs. This entire ordeal has strengthened his standing in the court with the public of Constantinople. Fantastic. So, you guys now group up, and we're going to head this way. However, we've gone way over time, so I'm going to end the video here. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you're still enjoying EU4 as the Ottomans. I'll see you on the next video, and until then, goodbye for now.